So yesterday afternoon, I made some green chili stew. And this morning, I realized I wanted to go do another random adventure. You know, this chance points thing that I've been doing for a few episodes now. And as it turned out, I generated a waypoint near Hatch, New Mexico, where Hatch green chilies come from. And those Hatch green chilies went into my stew yesterday. So really, life is a circle. And even with these randomly generated waypoints, it's destiny. I am just outside the New Mexico border on I-10. I'm at an Arizona rest stop. Getting myself prepared. I still have 2.5 hours of driving to go till I get to the waypoint. Today there will be a short walk to get there, probably about a mile one way, so 2-mile round trip. It has been brutally hot in Tucson recently, so I am very happy to be escaping that heat a little bit and getting out to New Mexico where it's going to be hot, but not scorching, brutally hot. Anyhow, I'm going to put the camera down and start getting back on I-10 and heading on east into New Mexico. Well, I just had some very delicious tacos. A little place called Pepe's Cochina. I really do like these little hole-in-the-wall type places. I was going to go to a place in downtown Hatch that has famous burgers and whatnot, but there was extremely long line. It was very crowded, and I kind of prefer not to go to places like that if I can help it, especially not when there's a cute little hole-in-the-wall Mexican place instead. Anyways, I'm about an hour's drive from the waypoint location, probably another half-hour walk to get there. It's close to 100 degrees, so it's going to be toasty out there, but I have water and my hat and all that good stuff. So, I'm going to head back through Hatch and make my way towards the waypoint. As it turned out, Google Navigation had chosen a route that led me to someone's private ranch. Like a dummy, I hadn't saved my offline maps to Onyx, but I was able to figure out that I needed to go north to the next county road instead to get where I needed to park to hike to the waypoint. All right, all's well that ends well, even though I'm not at the waypoint yet. It turns out Google decided to be silly and sent me down the wrong county road. I have no idea why it sometimes routes people incorrectly like that, but figured out pretty quickly, and I'm now about 0.75 miles from, or a little over 1 kilometer from the waypoint. I got this convenient pipeline road to walk down, so I don't have to do too much bushwhacking. As you can see, it's just a bunch of scrub brush out here. Off in the distance there are mountains, but this is definitely the definition of driving to the middle of nowhere to go find nothing, because this is empty out here. Anyhow, I'm going to plod along, work off those tacos that I had for lunch, and I will turn the camera back on if anything interesting happens. Words are hard. He's out, so it's pretty toasty, but I am fairly acclimated to heat, and around this temperature is not so bad if I keep the total distance under 2 miles. I would hate to, get dehydrated out here, but I brought my electrolyte drink, which I'll be chugging here shortly. You know, it's just between you, me, and the fence pole out here. All right, I followed the pipeline road as far as it'll go. I'm basically perpendicular, if I remember my geometry, with the waypoint. So it's about 1,000 feet of navigating through this brush. So try to do my best to keep a straight line. These bushes weren't away be so much easier. I have made it. I'm at the waypoint that I generated this morning, only 6.5 hours later. And at the location, to no shock, is some brush. And a whole lot of nothing in the middle of nowhere. It's been a couple episodes since I actually was able to get to a waypoint, so this is kind of nice. The only thing I don't like is that it's so stinking hot. But it's about probably 15 degrees cooler than it was in Tucson the last couple of days, so I'm not going to complain too much. There is one poor guy over here who must be feeling really lonesome. There is this really tall cholla cactus, really similar to the one I have in my front yard, actually. Oh, and it has some nests in it. Kind of crazy that birds find this to be a very inviting place to live. All right. Well, I'm not going to dawdle here because it's warm. And I got about, let's see. It took me about a mile to get here. My phone's complaining that it's hot. My cameras are complaining that it's hot. I am going to wander back to the pipeline road, get back to my car, saying I'm gonna get back to my car. The town of Truth or Consequences is nearby, probably about a 40-minute drive, I think. Gonna possibly find a cold beverage there, maybe walk around a bit, take some pictures. It's a pretty old little town. And then I'm probably gonna make my way back to Tucson because it is a long drive home. And I don't want to be driving at midnight. So there's not a whole lot of side quests on this trip. Even on the way back, there's only a handful of things I might want to check out. There is a curvy road. There is a curvy road that I really enjoy that I'll probably be taking. But other than that, it's the matter of getting home and getting to bed at a reasonable hour. All right, back on the pipeline road. So it is probably 3/4 mile away to get back to the car, or a little bit less, hopefully. It's warm. I'm looking forward to air conditioning. All right, we are back to civilization here on the paved roads. I've cooled down a little bit, which is good. It was that was toasty. I think 2 miles is the maximum I should ever do on a 100-degree day, because man, without shade, it can heat up in a big hurry. I don't want to end up in outdoor disasters. Anyhow, like I said, my next stop will be in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. That is a town that my friends and I have been talking about for a long time. We're just gonna move in and take over, get elected to town council, and make it our own little kingdom. No, not really. I don't think we really want to have that sort of responsibility. But there's a little microbrewery there that I think I'm gonna treat myself to a cold beer of some sort, and then figure out how I want to get home and see if there happens to be any side quests worth checking out along the way. All right, kind of at the tail end of the day, sort of. I am in Silver City, Utah, which is one of my favorite little places in pretty much all of New Mexico. I'm going through the historic downtown district right now. Just want to do a little review of the day. That one turned out pretty good. It was a pretty easy one to get to. The difficulty was fairly low once I sorted out the map issue. Thanks again, Google Maps. You're really good when you get off-road. Anyhow, that's exactly what I was hoping for this morning. Want to get out for the day and go check out something new, and got to see some places I've never been before. Got to stop in Hatch, New Mexico, where all our chilies come from. And I just had a quick green chili burger here at Silver City. And now it's about a 3-hour drive to get home. Got some cats gonna be very hungry. So If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things where you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought was interesting. Tell me why you think this whole process is ridiculous. And I will see you again very soon for another adventure. But before that, there will be a vintage camera review lens coming up. Or make that a vintage camera lens review. I'm tired. Words are hard. I'll see you in the next adventure.